Hi, Leah.
Hi.
Hi, Jordan. Okay, we're gonna start with the warm up. You guys got two to do because of the fact that I didn't get to see you for 2 days. And then don't forget the one that you missed last week on Friday. Hi, Miranda. I'm just gonna go pull up the warm up. I'll let you know when I've started it, but I'm just kind of getting things corralled so that we can get things started. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start the warm up. I'm gonna give you a minute on this question. Remember, you're just answering the C question. If you don't know, give me your best guess. Caps and ends, complete sentences. Time starts now. Okay, here's the next one. Oh boy. Okay, you got 7 seconds left. Try to finish up. These warm ups are due Friday, so make sure you get them turned in because remember, Friday we don't have school. So make sure you get your work in, even though it's a no school day. Okay, so let's talk about what we need to get done today because we missed a day because of the snow day. So I'm going to be showing you some things on the screen, and if you have questions, let me know. Okay, so today we are going to work on fruit guided notes. Okay, so I'm going to be going over my PowerPoint Google Slides, and you just need to fill out your guided notes according to the slideshow. Okay, so we'll get a good chunk of that done, hopefully. Last week, Friday, we were not in attendance, but I had the demo apple crisp, so that needed to get done. The fruit scramble we did prior to that, so I still have people that haven't turned that in. The choosing fresh, canned, dried, frozen fruits, that is only for in-person students, so you guys don't need to worry about that one. The Fruit My Plate website, that one, I'll just kind of talk about it. You go to this link and you answer these questions accordingly. Okay, it's all in the link, pretty much in order. And then you're going to go to this link right here and you're going to take a little quiz and put the right answers in the 1 through 10. Okie dokie. But that was something, just looking at like last Friday what I had planned. Okay, so that web test needs to get done, and that's something I assigned on Friday of last week. So last week on Friday we took some notes, we did this web quest, and we had this apple crisp. Okay, so that would have been your Friday. And if you keep up on Google Classroom, you would have seen that. Okay, trying to figure out. So the 5th was Friday. Okay. All right. And then this week, what we are working on is we finished up the guided notes Monday and Tuesday. So we'll work on those today. I assigned this article to read and do like 5 little questions at the end. And then we're working on this fruit periodic table, and I'll talk about that too. But let's start with some guided notes. We'll do that for a little bit. We'll take a break. I'll show you one of the assignments, and then we might go back to the notes just so it's not so repetitive. Just kind of break it up a little bit. Okie doke. So what you guys need to pull up right now is the fruit guided notes. Have that up and ready to go, and we'll go through that. Trying to see what was all here. Did I send those to you, Leah, Miranda, Ricky? Did you guys get those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I have a question.
Who's asking me this, Leah?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So on Friday I tried to do the demo, but like the video that you had, I couldn't hear it. So like
Oh.
I sent you an email, but then I just assumed I would just tell you today.
Okay, let me go see what's up. I have volume. Do you hear it? You probably don't hear it.
No, I don't.
Hold on. Okay. Just a second. I have to put it in a different mode for you to be able to hear it.
Okay.
Okay, one sec. Okay. Oh, I think I just lost it. Yep, hold on. It just kicked me out of that. Okay. Okay, so this is what you would have watched.
What I'm gonna do
is cut
Can you hear me?
apples.
Yeah.
As always, you know I'm gonna
Okay,
have to
so
put my hair up.
I can you can try it again and
Okay.
just see if it works this time. If not, send me an email and I'll just send you the direct link. Maybe
Okay.
that'll make the difference. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's kind of get started just because we got a lot to do in a little bit of time. So let me go back and switch my screen out for the one I need. Okay, share. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of read through the notes and you guys fill out your note page. And then, like I said, I'll do this for maybe like 10, 15 minutes and then we'll go to an assignment and we'll do that for a little bit of time. And then we'll go back to the notes just so it's not like we're sitting here taking note upon notes. So I'm going to set my clock for about 15 minutes and then we'll switch it up. Okay. So fruits is the unit. And as I recall, did we do any of these notes, guys? Like, oh, Jenna, did we do any of these notes? Brayden, you guys remember? Hello?
I can't remember if we did or not.
Okay, we'll go to that document for guided notes and see if you have anything written down.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, can you tell me where we left off?
The you said we would go back to the nutrition.
Okay, so right here.
Yeah.
Okay. We were further along than I thought, so good. Okay, so we'll do this nutrient piece. We'll do the web quest, and then hopefully I'll have time to go back and finish it up. Okay. All right, so basically, I think I underlined everything that you need to put in your notes. So, Jenna, I'm going to use you as my guide, and you just let me know when you're ready to move to the next one, okay? Okay, so this is the piece on nutrients where basically fruits really give you a generous amount of vitamins. Like vitamin C is really best known for fruits, is where you get the biggest bang of vitamin C. And you're going to find that in your citrus fruits, your oranges, grapefruits, lemon, limes, but also in cantaloupes and strawberries. And we talked about this at the beginning, but scurvy back in the day, people rode on ships for long periods of time. They would get scurvy because they wouldn't have vitamin C. So they started putting lemons on board so that people would not get scurvy. So vitamin C helps with that. Collagen, it's like cement-like material which holds the fruit together, those cells. So you need to know what collagen is. And Jenna, let's try this. Let's just have you raise your hand and see if I can hear it go up. And that'll tell me when you're ready to move on. That'll be like our little sound. Ah, cool. Okay, then we have, it does have vitamin A in it as well. Carotene comes from the yellow pigments of fruits, red color as well. So carotene helps with that eyesight. It does have a moderate amount of vitamin B, but not in abundance. You can get vitamin D from, like a better product like spinach or dark leafy greens, things like that. Okay, then we have minerals. So it's a good source of iron. You're going to find that in your oranges, strawberries, cantaloupes, dried fruits, figs, dates, raisins, prunes, apricots. So that's where you get your iron from. And then it does have some calcium in there, which you should know. It helps with strong bones and teeth. So the fruits that you can find calcium would be like oranges and strawberries. Again, the dried fruits are going to be part of that as well. Okay, then there's sugar and cellulose, so that supplies the body with energy. So you find that in carbohydrates. So fiber would be that cellulose piece. Um, so um, that's also the carbohydrate piece is the fiber. So you want to eat quite a bit of fruit so that your digestive system, kind of pushes food along and gets rid of the waste. And it doesn't really contain much protein or fat. So if you're looking for foods to provide that, fruits and vegetables, that's not the place. Okay, it's important to wash raw fruits thoroughly before consuming. This is going to get rid of any dirt or sprays that the farmer might have put on them. So just always make a habit of kind of washing fruits and vegetables as you get them or as you want to use them. Fruits do have a high nutritive value than cooked or processed fruits. So the raw ones are going to be the best to get all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. Um, Cooked and processed will also have them, but just not as high of quantity as the raw fruits do, because they haven't been processed or changed in any way. They're just as is. And then we talk about preparation. So you cut raw fruits such as bananas, apples, and pears, which do have a low acid content. So those are going to turn dark faster. So you want to put some type of ascorbic acid on that. So that would be any citrus fruits. So like when I make a fruit salad, sometimes I will douse the apples in the pineapple juice. Or if I put oranges in it, I will kind of put the apples with the oranges and kind of dice them, or not dice them, but what do I want to say? Like twirl them or toss them. There we go, toss them together just so that acidity gets on them and then they don't turn brown as quickly. You also can buy fruit fresh and kind of let them soak in the fruit fresh for just a period of time and then add them to your fruit salad, and that will prevent the discoloration as well. You can use lemon. The only thing about lemon is it's very bitter. So, or sour. So if I were to put my apples and squeezed lemon over them, yeah, they're not going to turn brown, but I'm going to feel like I'm eating a lemon instead of an apple. So, lemon's kind of a strong flavor. So I would, if I was doing a fruit salad, I wouldn't use lemon. I would use another citrus fruit. Okay, so preparation of fruit, how it gets prepared. So fruits may be cooked for a variety in eating and to soften the cellulose of hard fruits. You want to kind of soften those up, so like apples, for example. When you cook them, it can possibly be changed. It can change the texture, the form, or the consistency of the fruit. But preserving the nutrients is the most important thing, because you don't want to eat a fruit after you've baked it or something like that and completely emascerated all the nutrition behind it. If I'm going to eat a fruit, I want there to be a nutrition basis behind it that I can kind of fall back on. Okay, methods of cooking determines the overall texture of the fruit. So whether the fruit will break apart or retain its shape. There are many important vitamins and minerals found in the skin of fruit. It's important to attempt to preserve all of those, especially vitamin C can be destroyed by exposure to oxygen, heat, and dissolve in water. So, you want to be careful that you keep all those vitamins in the fruit without destroying them. Okay, if fruit and our fruit juices are prepared just before serving, vitamin loss from the air can be reduced. So I know that one's a test question that you have, so you may want to put a star next to that. If fruit and or fruit juices are prepared just before you serve them, vitamin loss from the air can be reduced. The appearance, texture, and flavor will be changed by cooking. So fruits are most often cooked in these three ways. They're either simmered, stewed, or baked. That's how you usually will see fruit if it gets cooked. That might be a test question too, I'm just saying. Okay, so breaking down the different cooking methods. When you are using simmering, you are using the fruit juice and a small amount of water. And the pan is usually going to have a cover. And so simmering fruits are usually mashed, like applesauce would be one. So you're really breaking down that collagen, disfiguring the fruit. So it's just like a mash. And then if you have stewed, you're going to cook in a small amount of liquid, but you're going to add sugar. And the fruit will maintain its original shape. So like stewed apples. This is an example. Baking fruits with heavy skin like apples helps to serve as a cover and holds in the steam needed to soften up that cellulose and protect the nutrients and the fruit flavor. So we made apple crisp, which was baking fruit, and we had some of the skin stay on to help kind of soften up those vegetables. Okay, and then fruits cook very quickly in the microwave. They cook quickly because of the high sugar and moisture content in them. So they're going to cook pretty quickly. And then canned, frozen, and dried fruits offer a convenience. So, you know, they're readily available. You can use them anytime. It's very convenient. Processing does help spoilage, so you don't have to worry about, you know, your canned, your frozen, or dried fruits to spoil. Washing and cutting are done by the packer. Sometimes extra sugar may be added. So, like in class, we looked at some pears, and there was one that was done in a concentrate syrup, and then one that was done in a heavy syrup. And so we just kind of looked at the difference. The ones that were really heavily syrup were really kind of mushy. And of course, they tasted good because they were soaked with sugar. But if that ever happens, you can always rinse them the best you can, and that takes some of that extra sugar off. And having them canned, frozen, and dried saves a lot of time and energy because you don't have to cut them up. You don't have to cut out the core and serve them, and you know all that's done for you. So that's what makes them so convenient. All right, then we have the sum up the chapter. Just during the mid 1700s, fruits became recognized for their nutritional value in preventing disease. Today, fruit comprise one of the sections of the My Plate. So back in the day, it used to be fruits and vegetables together, but now they actually have their own space. Fruits are an important food source to include in the diet because of their mineral, vitamins, and cellulose. So that's fiber, remember? And then although most fruits are available fresh, frozen, canned, or dried, the form purchased should be determined by its intended use. So, you know, however you're intending to use them, how they're packaged should be considered. And then always protect that nutritive value, and that's going to help flavor, handling, storage, and all of those good things. Woo! I did it in the time that was allotted to me. Woohoo! Okay, so you can wait for the video to come out if Jenna went too fast and fill out the rest of it. But if you did fill it out with us, go ahead and turn that in. You might as well if it's done. So turn it into the guided notes. And then I'm going to talk about the pesticide bugging the environment article and the fruit periodic table. So, and then I'm going to give you the rest of the time to figure out what you want to do, what you want to get done, and we're going to go from there. Okay. These chapter notes, I'm going to do for in-person only because they had to use the textbook that I have in the classroom as a resource. And so I'm going to put this for in-person learners only. Okay, and I will have something more that goes over the chapter with you guys, but I'm going to just have that be that for them right now. Okay, so that's just for in-person. And then let's talk about two things. Let's do the pesticide article really quick, and then I'll show you the periodic chart. Okay, so are pesticides bugging the environment? There are 3 or 4 questions from this article on your test. So you need to read this article, and then down here, you should be able to answer those questions. And I just go up here and turn it into a Google Doc. And once it's in a Google Doc, then I can write on it and use it. So you get the answers from the article. Don't Google this and this. Don't Google these questions. The article is here for a reason. So read the article and then just in a complete sentence, tell me what are pesticides? Why are pesticides used? Why are the environmentalists concerned about pesticides? How are pesticides being used today? And then how do you feel about the use of pesticides and why? So read this and then answer those simple 5 questions. So you could do that. You could do the periodic table. So the thing about this assignment is I don't want 2 people doing the same fruit. So if you could tell me your fruit so that I can tell another person whether that fruit's been taken. But listen to this assignment. I'm going to show you an example, and then I'll take questions, okay? So this assignment's called Periodic Table of Fruit. And you probably can't read it really very well. Maybe I can up the percent here. Hold on, let me see. Let me try the next level. Okay, that kind of helps. Okay, so let me try to frame it here. Okay, so we are creating a periodic table of fruits. You will pick a fruit of your choice and make an individual element slide. I think I would really like you guys to do it on a Google Doc, not a Google slide. And when I show you the example, you'll see why. So use the internet to find the information for your periodic table. Include everything shown on the sample. Please read over the example of the apple that has been created for you to reference. So here are the written directions. Create a symbol to represent your fruit. It can only be 2 letters, just like the periodic table is in science. It must start with the first letter of the name of your fruit, and the second letter can be any other letter in the fruit. It must be an accurate representation of your fruit. So, like, I'm going to scroll down and show you the example. So this one is an apple. So here's my picture. And here's the uppercase A, and then I just chose P as my other letter, okay? Then you're going to search for the nutrition facts of your fruit to find out the serving size, calories per serving, vital nutrients, and the percent daily value. So if I scroll down, here's the serving size, 95 calories. It's 1 medium apple. And then I put down my vital nutrients right here. Okay. Then it says that I need to have a picture, which I already showed you that. You need to find 3 different facts on each of these below and include them in the paragraph, form. So where your fruit is grown, what country and where it grows best. Could be a season, fall, winter, spring, summer, and when it grows best. How can you prepare and use your fruit? Is it best frozen, fresh, dried, juice, baked, etc.? What are the health benefits of your fruit or vegetable? And then where was your fruit vegetable originally grown? Again, what country and when was it brought to the United States? So if you look down here, it says the apple is grown or grown best. So most apples are grown in China, 35%, and the US comes in at second at 7.5. Apples start in the spring and continue in the fall and grow until the fall. How to prepare or use? Eat fresh, but remember to rinse off. It is great to bake it in pies, muffins, cakes, bars. May also be used in fresh fruit salad. Apples can also be frozen or canned as an applesauce and juice to make apple cider. Benefits is that they help with digestion, support strong bones and healthy brains. Vitamin C boosts immunity, acts as a toothbrush, cleansing the mouth and killing bacteria. Apples are low in calories. And then when and from where did this come to the United States? Europe. Settlers of the Americans brought with them in the 1500s. It was much favored over the native crab apple, and it was originally grown in Asia as an early 2000 BC. Okay, so you're gonna pick two fruits to do two periodic table fruits, but I need to know what you want to do, and so this is the other piece. This video is 23 minutes long. I don't expect you to watch it for 23 minutes, but you know, it's going to go through a bunch of fruit. So go through all the fruit and pick one from that, see how, you know, you would slice it and different things like that. And then come back to me and tell me what fruit you want to do. Okay, but I'd like you to watch a portion of this video just to kind of see how fruits are cut and all the different types of fruit there are. Okay, and let's say at 2:10, after watching a little bit of the video, then you can tell me what fruits you want to do. So at 2:10, you can either put in the chat my two fruits are, and then everyone can see it, and then they'll know that they can't choose that. But let's not start that until 2:10, okay? Or until you hear my timer go off, because I'm going to set it for 2:10, and you'll hear it. So at 2:10, you can tell me the fruit you want, but I want you to watch some of the video first. Okay, or some of you might have, you know, stuck with the plan and did your Friday work. So if you haven't done the web quest, you need to do that. Fruit scramble, that was due. We did that on Wednesday of last week, and the demo apple crisp, you might need to work on that. I am making a pineapple upside down cake. And so just know that for Friday. So any questions? I've thrown a lot at you. I'm here if you need me to decompress you or go over what you need to do. Questions, anybody? Miss Jenna, does that make sense? Jordan? Leah? Brayden? Are you guys in the house still? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense? All that?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay. And it does seem like a lot, but we missed Friday, so that's why it kind of feels like it's compressing. And also, I won't see you Friday of this week either. So unfortunately, it feels like there's a lot of stuff, but had we had this Friday and last Friday, it wouldn't feel that way. Also, we could have a test, possibly ready to go by next Friday as well. Miss Gray, in your notes, did I tell you that possibly there'd be a fruit test on Thursday of next week?
Yes.
Do you recall?
Yes, you did. You can't hear me, can you?
I know you're talking because I can see the icon moving, but I can't hear you. So maybe you could put it in the chat. Okay, yes, I did. Okay. There we go. Okay. I hear you now.
Okay,
Okay. All right. So that's what I was thinking. So you guys probably plan on an assessment Friday. And I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to play out. That means that all your work in the fruit unit needs to get done before next Friday. And then Wednesday when we meet, we'll be doing like a review study guide for the test. So, and probably doing a work session as well because there's a lot of work that's still out there. What's next Friday? Is that what is the date on that? 15th? 19th. Okay, so that is the timer. So if you want to put in the chat what fruits you want to do for your periodic table, that would be great. Tell me what fruits you're going to be doing for that. Don't everyone talk at once. Okay, Jenna, you got to do 2. So I'll put you down for honeydew and what's another one? Okay, pineapple. Okay, Miranda, you got to pick another one. Strawberries and what? And bananas. Okay. Apples and bananas. That's what that song reminds me of. Or her fruits. Okay, so I still need to hear from Leah. And I need to hear from Jordan. And Braden. On what fruits you're going to choose to do your periodic table on. You cannot pick the ones that Jenna and Miranda picked.
I'll do blueberries.
And what's another one?
Pears.
Pears. Okay. Braden, you are going to do starfruit. No, I take that back. You are going to do pears and peaches, the 2 peas. Pears and peaches for Braden. Jordan, what's your pleasure? Jordan, you need to be there physically and mentally. Are you? That's what I thought. Okay, you have to pick 2 fruits, bud. to do your periodic table. So I need to know what they are. You can't do honeydew, pineapples, strawberries, bananas, blueberries. What was that one, Leah?
Pears.
Oh, shoot. I gave Braden pears. Whoops, Braden, you can't do pears. Sorry. What's another? Let's have you do. Um, trying to think here. How about like racing through my head of what you could do? How about shoot. Can't do apples because there's already been an example that was done with apples. So cherries, yes, you can do that. Braden, I'm still thinking about you. Why am I drawing a blank of fruits? How about pomegranate? There you go. Another P1. Braden, pomegranate. Okay, and then grapes, that's fine. Grapes. Okay, so Jordan's doing cherries and grapes, Braden's doing pomegranate and peaches, Leah's doing blueberries, pears, Miranda's doing strawberries and bananas, and Jenna's doing honeydew and pineapple. Okay, awesome. All right. Does anybody have any questions that have come up that they need to discuss? Okay, well, make sure that you get everything updated and work on stuff over the weekend. And I will see you guys Wednesday. And we will kind of have a review sheet on that day, go over, use it as a study time to get all of our stuff done. And then Friday will be your test over fruit. So, and be looking for your demo page coming up on Friday. So, all right. I will check you later. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See you tomorrow, Ms. Zupka.
Bye.